There's a lot of different ways to look at any given problem, and sometimes just the straightforward, well, let's just hire someone and get to the right answer and get on with it, doesn't expose as many issues as really need to be exposed, and that by looking at a diverse set of perspectives, you learn a lot about your own city, you learn a lot about ways of thinking that you may not have thought about before, and I think you get past being simply worried about change to being engaged in the different ways that change may or may not enhance your life, enhance the livability of the city you live in, and enhance the beauty of the city you live in. I want to just explain very briefly what a design competition is and why it's an effective mechanism for solving planning and design problems. In a design competition, designers and builders or other folks are asked to submit their actual proposed solutions to the particular design problem that you're facing. And so it's an entirely different way of selecting someone for the job. You're not selecting them based on their qualifications or their past work experience or their fee, but on the appropriateness of their ideas for the challenge that's facing you. The other great benefit you get from a design competition, though, is you get multiple people thinking about the problem rather than one. Very often when you hire one designer, you say, do 6 options for me and I'll pick one. When you go out to a competition, you get 6 options from people who have completely different perspectives on the problem that you're trying to solve.
The City of Toronto has had some very well-known competitions that have resulted in important outcomes that have left really significant legacies for the City of Toronto, and it's an opportunity for us to really engage in city building and a discussion about city building, but also about raising the bar on the design quality of development taking place in the city.
I think it's really important to invite and really support creativity in the formation of the city. And I think what Waterfront Toronto does well is that they have led with landscape and public spaces and the public realm.
You know, the benefits of design competitions, as we've seen in this city in the past and other cities internationally, is that they really bring to bear innovation in an extraordinary number of ideas that you just can't generate in a typical request for proposal process. It brings profile to the project, it brings profile to the firms, it brings profile to the city in ways that the typical request for proposal submission doesn't offer up. So there's a real bang for your buck in this kind of exercise.
I would hope people get excited about the possibilities of design competitions in making changes to the city we live in. There are things that are built on the waterfront that are evidence of having an international design competition. Yeah. We've had a continuous series of competitions that have made Toronto, I think, better.